Hello guys, Omni here. We got our first look of Kevin Conroy as Bruce Wayne slash Batman for the upcoming huge television DC crossover event on the CW for Crisis on Infinite Earths. And I cannot wait. I understand if you guys don't want to be spoiled about any of this stuff. I know CW has been putting out so much promotional imagery, even though it's all official, that it's hard to really like not know what's going to be coming up or at least be showing up. They do. Mark Guggenheim has promised that they are still have a lot of things under wraps, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty of surprises. I mean, it's going to be 5 episodes long, 5 hours long of this huge, massive crossover that will be capstoning Arrow's final season this coming winter. And I can't wait. This is honestly the biggest thing this year that I've been excited for. Bigger than any movie, bigger than any video game. This is what I've been just waiting for all year long, and I cannot wait one moment. So I understand if you guys don't want to see these images, don't want to be spoiled at all. Definitely understand. You guys can tune out, check out if you want. But I want to dive in to show off. Now these aren't like set photos. These aren't behind the scenes or anything like that. Someone didn't like sneak these photos out or leak these. These were officially revealed earlier this week by CW. And again, we knew that Kevin Conroy, who's been the iconic voice of Batman for so many years, almost my entire life, has been the voice of Batman. And, even just reading the comics themselves is always the voice that I've always heard whenever I'm thinking or reading the comics to myself. He's the voice of Batman to me. And he has been for so many years, but he's never physically got to play the Bat in live action. So that was one of the biggest draws, biggest things of excitement that got me hooked on board for this, as well as so many other little callbacks, Easter eggs to, because this isn't just a CW crossover. This is implementing past DC shows, past DC films are crossing over and being involved in this, even though they may or the how big they will be or how large their cameos will be in this is yet to be seen. But we've got things like the 2002 Birds of Prey showing up. We've got Burt Ward showing up in this, who was with Adam West in the 60s Batman series. We've got Brandon Routh, who has been a series regular as Ray Palmer, the Atom in Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, will be donning the cape and Scarlet Shield once again as Superman. This version of Superman will be the Kingdom Come iteration. So I don't think that they're telling us that Christopher Reeve's Superman eventually has that horrific future. I hope they keep those separate. I just hope this is just a little nod as he played Superman once. Let's have him put on the cape again, but play a different Superman, because I want Christopher Reeve's Superman to stay as spotless, as sunshiny as possible, because I wouldn't wish that future on him. But it will be fun to see Brandon Routh back in the suit once again, seeing him be both of those characters in this. And because we know that he's playing the Kingdom Come Superman and he looks great in that outfit, we got a couple new shots of what we're going to dive into here in a minute. But that leads me to the topic here, the main point of interest for this video, and that is we got our first look of Kevin Conroy as the live action Bruce Wayne. And it's the hints of this outfit right here that make me think he's playing the Kingdom Come Bruce Wayne, because that doesn't necessarily look like the armor you would see to a bat suit. That doesn't look like some type of Ben Affleck armored bat kind of thing. This looks like the exoskeleton that the Kingdom Come Bruce Wayne wears in the Kingdom Come iteration of the character, the older, more grizzled version of the Batman. And that would line up and match up with the fact that we got Kingdom Come Superman in this. So it's very likely they're on the same Earth. And I can't wait to see how that dynamic plays out, because they are definitely two characters that are kind of at odds with their own philosophies or on the approach to their superherodom, from what I can remember at least. And I want to see how that plays out and how it plays into the actual story that they'll be adapting into this. And I can't wait to see that dynamic. I think he looks fantastic. And again, being able to see Kevin Conroy and hear the voice is just going to be, it's something I can't wait to see. He's not going to be in a bat suit or anything like that. I highly doubt we'll see that, because, even on the DC Universe app on Titans, they've been very apprehensive about really kind of showing off somebody in the suit. So I don't know if it's just some kind of Warner Brothers restriction still or DC restriction, but I just can't wait to just see him on screen actually being the character. And that's just, it has me excited. We're going to move on to the next thing that we got from this little press release that CW dropped, this little bunch of golden bag of nuggets. And that is just, we got a good classic little look. If you look at these plaques on the background, it looks a little ruffled, a little toughed up, but we got Tyler Hoechlin here, Superman from Supergirl, puffing out his chest, a look of concern off to the right, which I think is happening because he has run into, not only is he Superman, but he is in conflict at this moment with Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come Superman. It looks like something's come up. I think they're duking it. That's my perception. That is my speculation for what's playing out in this event. So can't wait to see if that pans out. But look at that shield. That suit looks so good. And in this moment, Brandon Routh looks so good. Man, I can't wait. We got another look, a little more taciturn. He looks more, pandering in thought. I don't know if this is in the same shot or if this is a different one, but again, I love this suit. I love Brandon Routh and his presence in this, and I can't wait to see how this goes from here. We get a shot of his Clark Kent. I can only assume this is at the planet or maybe his own home or something, but we see a little nugget to the Kingdom Come storyline. Planet attacked. Numerous fatalities in news office gas attack. Is this the Joker's gas attack that kills Lois Lane in his version of reality? Probably. If we could zoom in on that any further, I would like to be able to read the actual article. Given a lot of the time in TV shows and movies like that, the articles themselves are actually mostly gibberish. So might not give us what we need, but that's where we're going to get this more kind of grizzled, kind of a little bit of a darker, more serious Superman to kind of contrast the others that we have. And that's going to be an interesting little dynamic. And one thing I would really love to see if Kevin Conroy does pan out, like I think, to be the Kingdom Come Batman. Oh, what if one of those little gems that they've been hiding in the back end that they've been hanging on to is Mark Hamill being the Joker in this version of reality? Wouldn't that be just a nice little nugget? I mean, he's already been on the CW on The Flash, reprising a previous role from the 90s Flash TV series where he played the Trickster, playing an older version of the character. He's already been in multiple CW The Flash episodes. So I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to get him in on it, especially with how little of an involvement he's actually been having in the recent Star Wars projects, which is just its own saddening little thing, at least for me, because man, I love Luke. I love me some Luke. But let's move along. And we got, oh my God, Tom Welling back as Clark Kent working on the farm. I was reading a comment on the actual article I got these images from. I was like, the funniest thing about this picture is the fact that he's wearing workers' gloves. He's Superman. He doesn't have to protect his hands. But I just love this look, the classic farmer boy look, the classic little Smallville. I love it. The shirt, everything about this just screams Smallville's Clark Kent. And I really can't wait to see what he involves in this. There's been some speculation that his role in the crossover is not going to be that substantial because he shot all of his stuff, or at least the rumor is that he shot all of his scenes in a single day. So I don't know how that'll all pan out. I've got my own kind of personal theory, or at least speculation or guess at what might happen with the season 11. They did say it would confirm that season 11, the comic book for Smallville, is canon, in which case he's already kind of fought some monitors and prevented his own crisis of sorts in the multiverse and the comics that are there. And Mark Guggenheim did confirm that those comics are canon. So my theory, at least, is that maybe we'll be picking up and he will have been the first to really kind of tackle, or the front line against what is coming. He's already fighting it, he has fought it and is kind of holding it off. And maybe he'll go down in a blaze of glory. I know that might not rub a lot of Smallville fans the right way, but I think it would be quite the, at least if they're going to have him in here and play a part rather than have him drag out, maybe lose in some other fashion. I think it would be quite the hero's death if he went out, you know, 1v1, mano a mano, the anti-monitor, and just holding it back and being the one to kind of like, all right, guys, this is yours. You got this. And he just makes the sacrifice play or something like that. Because I think that's the only way you could take him out and still not disrespect the legacy of Smallville. Though either way, I would rather see him like play a part, a huge part, and actually, you know, contribute to the team, to the greater thing, the greater conflict, the fight, the war with the against the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor. Really, I just hope they don't leave a little stain on my memory or others' memories of Smallville, because I know Tom Welling was a big get for him, for them to for this crossover, and getting him probably was not easy, and they did it, and they said this crossover event wouldn't have happened without Tom, so we'll see. We got yet another shot here from the article, and this is Elizabeth Tulloch and Candace Patton holding what looks to be the book Destiny, which was revealed in the Elseworlds crossover, which allows them to, the reader at least, to manipulate reality. I don't know how well they'll do reading it, since it took out Superman, almost took out Superman, and definitely bounced off Supergirl, and it can't just be read by anybody. Unless the Monitor deems it so. So who knows? Maybe we'll see how they use that. Maybe this is how one of the weapons they use against Monitor, or maybe they're just reading in the book to find out what the future holds on their Earth, because it did have that kind of knowledge in there. So who knows? And then we have Tyler Hoechlin's Clark Kent, Candace Patton, and Iris West, and we got our Lois Lane from Supergirl all on this farm, and I can only imagine they're looking out in awe to Tom Welling. That's my guess. We have no idea what they're looking at. I don't know what else it would be. I don't know. It could be really anything. It's just, I would like it because it just kind of goes back with the previous photo we looked at with him just kind of like doing his thing. Maybe they just appeared on another Earth to recruit him or to get some help and just kind of catch up on him in a minute. Maybe Tyler Hoechlin is like, holy crap, that version of me is huge, because Tom Welling, in just sheer size and bulk, is the largest Superman in this little team up. Just height and just pure build. And I would just find that funny. And I think that would be a good fan nod for Smallville fans. But that is all we got from this little roundup. And it just gets me more and more excited. Every official image we've seen of these in full production just looks fantastic. I can't wait. I love DC. I love what the MCU's done. I love Marvel, but I've just, since birth, I've been a DC guy, and I'm really loving this just come to fruition. And I wish we could get something like this similar up on the big screen. DC's really starting to get, as far as the films go, get their game back in order here with the more recent films. I wish they could have done that right out of the gate with the DCEU. Maybe we could have got something a little more substantial and stable. But it is what it is, and we'll see how they continue forward with that. But for now, DC is rocking it on TV, guys. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts on this. So it's time. I'm going to pass this off to you all. Let me know your thoughts on any of these images, what we know about Crisis coming up, any questions you have about my thoughts on anything else if I haven't talked about it yet. I don't know how many videos about Crisis up until this point. But yeah, I'm always open to talk about it. I cannot wait. It is less than a month away. I'm ready. I'm ready to dive in, guys. So ready. So that's all I've got for today. Thank you all for tuning in. If you like this video, please support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys, everybody that's watching the videos, that's been hanging out and participating in the comments on all the other videos as well. Love having these chats with you all, sharing our opinions, views, and all that. Keep that coming, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.